Okay, they just delivered my new TV. I'll get this box out of the way. Okay, let me. It's here in the family room for now. I plan to make the the living room the TV room and leave the Yoda HD here. But right now the family room has to be cleaned up. Living room has to be cleaned up a little bit. Nice thing about the packing is that the box has these little clips that hold the top to the bottom, so you don't have to take it apart. And I'll probably put it in the attic in case the whole box it just clips on, clips off, in case I have to move it someplace. All right, it's out of the box, and I got the plastic protection off around the round edges. Basically, you can see these are the 3D glasses, which comes with one 3D movie. Yes, it is a 3D TV. Originally, I purchased an LG non-LED TV with edge lighting and local dimming. But as I was reading after I ordered it, there's only 240 dimming areas on the screen, which means it's basically 12 by 20 grid. And that means you have 12 vertical, where 1080p is 1080, so, and it causes what they call blooming, where they dim it or they brighten it and it overlaps and cause funny effects. Okay, it comes with a manual, some quick start, heavy manual, cleaning cloth because it's kind of shiny. This thing is to tie to the back so it doesn't fall over. I think I'm going to wall mount it. I think it'd just be safer. It's pretty big. Some stays for the cables, remote, some criticisms on the remote. It does light up so you can see it, but it does have a little edge for like the plus, but the numbers, it has a little edge here, so it might be harder to do without looking at it. A back cover for all the cables. I'm not going to have too many cables, just basically HDMI, a screw, these ferrite things to cut down on interference on the power lines, a battery. And okay, you can see that it's pretty thin, especially for a plasma display. But some of the LEDs, the most expensive ones, they're like a pencil deep, and this is like 2 fingers deep. It's pretty thin. The TV weighs, shipping, I think about 115 pounds. With the stand, it weighs 88 pounds. And without the stands, it weighs about 75 pounds. The stand is heavy, so help it from tipping over. Okay, basically, you have the internet connection. It doesn't have wireless, but everything I heard, the wireless is not a good idea. It has problems. And even Sony told me, even if I, have wireless, wire it in at all possibility. Standard antenna, I plan to hook it up over the air like I've been doing since 2001 to get HD TV. I have a DVR, which I'll plug in, and then I got a Blu-ray player. The Blu-ray player is Sony. Now, somebody may say, well, how come I didn't get the Samsung? Because this is a Samsung TV. Well, the sale's over, but you buy a Samsung player, you can get the free glasses and movie. So, but also Sony has different contents than Samsung. So, like in Sony, I would get some stuff that Samsung doesn't have, like Michael Jackson or whatever. And then probably Samsung may have some things that Sony don't have. Then it has audio and then composite. And also regular video, but I'm not going to use those. Computer input, I'm not going to use that. My computer has HDMI, 4 HDMI things, and USB, which I'll probably use for a little bit, and some digital out, which I won't use because they'll all be going through the HDMI. Okay, the rest of the back. It's also nice that the power's on one side. I think all the TVs do that, and the controls on the other side, because if you're wall mounted, you have these things going through the wall, and it's good to keep them separated so the power doesn't interfere with the regular. Okay, as I said before, this is a plasma. Plasma actually gives better pictures if you do all the research than even the best LEDs. Only LEDs ones are getting better and better. One disadvantage is that it uses more power. They said in the write-up it does the Energy Star thing, which says it shouldn't use any more than 160 watts. But actually, I look back here and it has 440 watts. Now maybe that's on startup or something. I don't know. I do notice the LED, the plasma screens get pretty hot in the TV stores, where the LEDs don't just get a little warm. They don't get too hot. All right, I got the Blu-ray connected, hooked up to an HDMI. I got the antenna hooked up to the external antenna hooked up to the TV and the power cord. So this is initial power up. Okay, where's my remote? That's the remote. Ready? Nothing. Oh, wrong button. Oh, no, there it goes. English. Where is enter on here? English. English. Home use. Antenna source. Auto. Air. Oops. Air. Alright, I guess you'll search for antennas, stations now. Sorry for the sake. I like to do this on cable sometime, not now. The DVR gets a bunch of clear cable, but it doesn't go up through all the channels. For a while I was actually getting, on the DVR, I was getting extended cable stuff, because they were in the process of converting everything over to digital, so they weren't scrambling them yet, so I could get a lot of extra media. But then finally they got everything hooked up, the cable company, and now I can only get the main ones and a few extra smaller ones like Hallmark and stuff. But this one may have even a higher bandwidth, and maybe I'll get some HD, I don't know. Okay, I guess I hit okay now. Found 30 channels. Set clock. Let's try auto. Daylight savings time. Actually, it is daylight savings time. So let's see if it finds the time. Where am I? Yeah, Eastern United States. How do you get the best performance from a new TV? One, connect to HD Spark, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Enjoy your TV. I guess I'm done. Alright, no weak signal. Let's see. PC. Maybe I just switched channels. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, this is daytime, so not too many things are in widescreen. Oh, there's something in widescreen. 2.1, 2.2, 4. They have a widescreen advertisement. 5, soap opera. Pretty bad. Antique roadshow.
We begin this evening with jobs, because job creation is the #1 issue.
21 is the same as 68. 21 is down in Rochester, I think. I usually disable it because 68 is not Rochester, Rhode Island. It's stronger.
You want me to call you? Later after that.
What type of channel is this? there an info thing here? Let's see, menu.
And what? This, on the other hand, is the typical American thing.
I don't. I think it's stretching it. I have to look into that later.
That same direction. Your unwanted items. Mail it. Oh, that life bank. Hey, baby, you're on date. I'm stressed out.
Not because you're a doctor.
Alright, this is the same as 21 before. The 21s. See, this was 21.1, now it's 68.2. Okay, so I'm getting the same as before. Alright, I'm going to play around with it. Anyhow, that's the initial power up of my Samsung NP58C8000. Just to let you know, I changed the input of the TV to the Blu-ray, and the Blu-ray turned on, and it's all done by the HDMI. I guess this is the 1.3, 1.4. I know the Blu-ray player and TV does 1.4 HDMI, but the cable says 1.3. Now maybe it just hasn't been certified, all the wires connected. And then just for heck of it, I went over the internet, and it couldn't show the Blu-ray in the window, but the window's dim now, the whole screen's dim, because when I went to the internet, it says I have to update the firmware of the TV, because, you know, it just initial firmware from the factory, and it's made in Mexico, by the way, on the back. You might have seen that when I showed the power. So right now it's updating the TV firmware. That's why everything else is so light, because it's in the background.